We are back, and yeah. So as I was saying, they say this is the in War of Cybertron. They say this was based off of G1, not Prime. Prime didn't even exist before then. So now why are they changing the table? I say because it's Hyman Studios forcing people to say what they want to say. Ouch. So now, Hyman Studios is basically saying this is based off of Prime, and they're gonna mute Bumblebee, but there's still so many plot holes that doesn't make sense with this. First, they're on the Ark, and they're trying to escape. On Transformers Prime, Optimus has five Autobots with him. RC is blue, Bulk is green, Ratchet is a kind of not like a jerk, but just an old cranky dude. But in this game, he's not. He's humble and kind. And basically, Bumblebee doesn't even look like this. Like, this Bumblebee looks like G1. He's small, and he's fast, and he's not like, I wouldn't say cocky, but more of a still a kid. So now, basically, Hasbro is saying that this is based off of G1, but it's really not. Anyway, back to the story at hand. Another plot hole is the fact that Soundwave is blue, square, and he has a shoulder cannon, just like in G1. But on Prime, he doesn't rarely even look like that. He doesn't even have a face. So what I'm really getting concerned at, the fact that people don't even notice that either. Another thing is Starscream is red and white, but in the Prime series, he's mostly silver. Another plot hole. Grimlock and the other Dinobots are in this game. The Dinobots are not in Prime, they're in G1. Whether if Shockwave or Wheeljack created them, they're still supposed to be in G1. So another plot hole. So Hasbro is basically just saying random stuff just to make us look stupid, which is really annoying. Now, on the Decepticon story. Megatron has won everything. He's beaten the planet. He's done everything he wanted. He's the ruler of all. He owns everything except this small location where the Autobots are at. But Shockwave feels very sad about this. They destroyed their home planet and there's nothing to live on. But Shockwave's like, no, I'm not gonna let my planet die by the hands of Megatron, even though he's my Lord and Master. So basically, Shockwave looks for a way to save his planet. He ends up looking around the galaxy for planets that can sustain life or energy. He ends up looking at Earth, and he sees dinosaur forms. And that's where he gets the idea to make the Dinobots and capture them.
Nice shooting, Optimus. Air Raid and I have control of the skies now.
Thanks, Jetfire. We need to get to the Decagon fast. The Iacon Speedway still drivable.
From the sky, they look barely usable. You can try. Good luck, Optimus. With Zeta Prime gone, we're all looking to you now.
I'll do my best. Autobots, roll out!
So now, basically, Shockwave is trying to find a way to revive his planet, and he sees Earth. But that's not the only one who sees Earth. Cliffjumper and Jazz get a whiff of Shockwave's, I wouldn't say a whiff of his planet, but a hunch. And they go in to investigate. Cliffjumper and Jazz end up heading into Shockwave's base. Cliffjumper finds the space bridge and finds Earth, and he tells Optimus, and they find a way to get off. They found an exit. While Jazz and Cliffjumper are on their way to find the rest of the Autobots who gone missing. But they don't find the regular Autobots that got missing. They find the Dinobots. But actually, I think they already know that they were the Dinobots, but still, they're gonna rescue them nonetheless. So basically, they are on a mission to rescue the Dinobots, and that's what the mission, and that's where Jazz and Cliffjumper come in. As we've seen so far in the level design, Starscream has his own campaign mission, and will be basically he will betray the Autobots. I mean, he will betray the Decepticons. Because he just kills a lot of Decepticons just to get the Grimlock. And in retrospect, I mean, that's Starscream for you. He always a traitor, he's always a backstabber. But I wonder how does that continue on with the story nonetheless. Because wouldn't Megatron hear about this and, you know, try to kill Starscream? So that's still an unconfirmed information about his gameplay. Now, on to the different characters. Cliff Jumper is a new add-on to this, along with, they say, Jazz, the Dinobots, there's not that many new ones of the Autobots. But the main 5 new ones of the Decepticons are the Combaticons. Oh, that got hurt. So the Combaticons are a group of people who are basically, they're like still Team 6. In retrospect, they're basically just a bunch of military vehicles, just like in G1. But here's another plot hole miss. The Combaticons were created by Starscream on G1 using, Energon. But in this game, they're already there, and they already can combine without no trouble. I say there's a lot of plot holes, but in retrospect, if it's connected to Prime, I don't like that. Because Prime is his own thing and his own thing alone. So, since there's a lot of plot holes that Hyman Studios is putting out there, I would rather them now just make it their own story instead of doing all this other stuff. So on to the... What else should we talk about? Okay, I guess we can talk about hints and theories.
Let's do this.
Now, as we've seen so far, there's been a lot of new... how should I say? Variety of new features in the game. First off, the weapon system has upgraded financially. And now, there's basically upgrades to the weapons.
Megatron has arrived. No longer will you be plagued by the burdens of freedom and choice. Henceforth, my will is the only guidance you shall require. Embrace the Decepticon way and reap its rewards. Or resist and face destruction.
So basically, now that the guns are upgraded, Optimus's Ion Blaster is now turned into it's known as, and it's called the Path Blaster. And its secret ability is to shoot directly through walls, which I have to say is, whoa, nice new upgrade. But at the same time, I'm afraid of that, because imagine that in multiplayer. You can basically just shoot through a wall and kill the guy. Nonetheless, anyway, there you go, look, Soundwave is square. He looks like G1. But they're saying it's based off of Prime. So how does he reshape his form? They're not really making any of this make sense. And they already canceled 3 main toys of Transformers Dark and Moon. So basically, they are already making enough bad decisions as it is. Now, what were we talking about? Basically, characters and plot holes. Okay, we're on the Decepticon side. Oh yes. Basically, Starscream has betrayed the Decepticons. He's killing a lot of them. He's basically just killing any of them. And he's trying to get to Grimlock so he can use them. But he ends up messing up and letting them free, accidentally. So now, he's on the bad end, and I bet he's actually knocked out when you see him. And actually, the new variety in the game, they call it is character swap. So basically, in the game, when Starscream meets Grimlock, you actually have to press a button so you can character swap with Grimlock. Which I have to say is a nice way to, continue the story. Without changing from fade to black and just go to another character.
Dark Energon is the
now, basically, Optimus has reshaped his form, unlike this, as you see right now. And why and how he reshaped his form is still unknown to me. They say Optimus got brutally injured in battle and they had to reshape him. Or in other words, another rumor is that they want him to be more of a soldier, so they reshaped him into a soldier, but he already was. There could be a lot of reasons. Just like a lot of reasons how Megatron was changed. They say also Megatron was brutally injured in battle, and they had to freaking, you know, change his parts. There could be a lot of reasons. But I hope we don't fail here. Yep, Woo! That was close. I thought I put this on medium. Anyway, what was I talking about? Well, we're already another 10 minutes in here, so I'm gonna stop right here. See you in the next part.